Hey there guys, what is going on and welcome back to another episode of the AFC Newark Career Mode here on FIFA 22. Today we are taking on top of the table Norwich in our first game after the last episode. We dropped points against Brentford late on, leaving us now second in the table after 5 games. Norwich going above us into first, a top of the table clash and a real test again for us here in this fixture. We then have deadline day, which we may be getting involved in. We'll see how our plans go, but deadline day after the Norwich game, we then take on Coventry, which is going to be a sim game before our second played game of the episode is going to be against local rivals Nottingham Forest at home. The first time we take on Forest in this career mode should be a very good fixture for us, and hopefully we can get a good result in that derby. Kahinde did pick up an injury in the last game against Brentford as well. He's going to be out for the next 4 weeks with that injury. So Nicholas Hyde will come in on the right-hand side for us. He isn't a winger, but he's playing right forward. So hopefully he can play that position for the next couple of weeks, maybe. King starts up front, Jasper on the left-hand side. Stanley and Lerma will start in the middle. Hood plays at left-back for us today. Uchida and Goodwin and Bomb at centre-back. Sessegnon starts at right-back with Jakonski in goal. You can see the Norwich line up there on the right-hand side. Josh Sargent up front on his own. Let's get into this one. Norwich are definitely one of the favourites for the title this season, and a strong start for them as well, meaning that they're going to be up there for the whole year, no doubt about that. Good result for us today, though. Could see our start to the season continue. I'm not expecting it to at all. I know we're going to have to face some really tough opposition this year, and a good start to the season I don't think will continue. It'll be brilliant if it does, but I don't think we've quite got the player depth for us to go deep in a title race. We're going to shoot for playoffs, I think, this season, but we've started well. We'll look to continue to do that today, of course, against Norwich. They've got the best defensive side in the league. We've only conceded 6 this season. They've conceded 4, so it should be a tight defensive game. Either way, we'll look to try and open them up with our attack. No Kahinde, though. That's going to be a big miss for us. We'll see how we get on without him. Jasper Hood goes inside to RB Stanley, who's going to be pressured and stripped there from striker Sargent. Dumbia's going to pick it up. Now Lucas Rupp again. It's out wide to Janulis. Janulis then thinks it over the top towards Jolis. Jolis back towards Janulis again. And now Lucas Rupp, who's onside. Good block from Lerma. It's going to find its way to Sargent, who touches it down for Norman. Great save, Jakonski. Somehow not gone in for Norwich. We have gotten away with one there. Sessegnon doesn't clear his lines. Gets the free kick for the challenge, though. Wow. Janulis going around Sessegnon and then gives it to Sargent, who's onside, and Bomb gets a challenge in. It's going to be a corner, though. Norwich pressure continuing early in this game. Corner for them. Wallace to take it towards the edge of the box. Finds Sargent all the way through bodies, and Jakonski managed to get down to his left-hand side and keep it out. Dumbia with a throw-in for Norwich. Goes into Vidal. Nacho Vidal back out to the throw-in taker. Pineda gets it back from Norman. Decent football from Norwich. We've managed to just about smother ourselves in front of it and get it away. Nicholas Hyde now for us as we look to get out here, but Norwich keeping us penned in. We need to do better defensively, holding up for now, but it's not going to be long. Here's Sargent again as he turns on Goodwin and then lays it out wide. There was 2 players, Uchida and Hood, there to defend it, but somehow neither of them saw the danger. Oh, here's RB Stanley. Can he bring it away for us? That tackle was absolute nowhere near, kid. What was you doing? Still Stanley. Goes over the top towards Josh King and good defending. 39 minutes into first half that Norwich have dominated pretty much. We haven't had many chances at all. We've not had much possession. We've not done well in possession. I feel like maybe I set the strikers to run in behind a little bit more, but it's not helping us because they're just disappearing. They're not offering themselves for the ball. So maybe we'll change that. Try and get them to come short a little bit better or mix it up with the runs, because just in behind doesn't work. It doesn't give us an option, and they're not making the runs in behind well enough that they're really causing any sort of danger to this Norwich defence. So we'll maybe look to change that in the second half, as Norwich have dominated this first. Hyde with a challenge there, but he's not going to keep it in play, and it's just not been good enough. Quality's not been there from us, and this is a home game. We knew it was going to be difficult, so having to adapt to it on the fly here. And Lerman's going to nick that. Looks like the first half is going to run out here. Neville at 0-0, which is about the best we could have asked for after that 45-minute performance. Tactics change then for the strikers, and hopefully that will result in some better football for us. They've just been running away from the attack a little bit too much and not really giving us a chance to keep possession. We've really struggled that first 45. Hopefully, though, with that little tinker of a change, we can start to create something going forward. Dumbia. Sargent trying to run in behind this time. Dumbia. This time Sargent now is coming short. Good tackle from Uchida initially. Stops the build-up play for just a second. Dumbia is going to find Rupp. Good tackle from Lerma. Can he find a way out for us? He's come through the back of him there, and a yellow card, at the very least, for Rupp. Change for Norwich as well. Uchida, Stanley. Just got to try and build here. Norwich again have had the better of the football. Josh King out to Sessegnon. A little bit of room here for the right back. Can he pick a cross out? He will find Sylvester Jasper, who has helped it into the back of the net in a shock out of nowhere. 1-0 lead. We do not deserve it at all on our performance. Sessegnon getting forward for the first time. A lot of room. Dinks it into the back post. Jasper gets there. And from a tight angle, has somehow beaten Krul and found the back of the net. 1-0 to AFC Newark. Pineda for Norwich coming down the right-hand side. Got a few men in front of him. Decides to go back into Nacho Vidal. Now Norman. Norwich looking to spread the play and open us up as Sargent gets involved. Good tackle, good win. He's had him in his pocket this second half. Sargent's not had much room at all. Albie Stanley, though, has really messed that pass out. Messed it up. And Sargent will find Jolis here, and Jakonski with a brilliant save. Making a couple of changes here. Then Jasper is going to come off for us. Luna will come on the left-hand side. Josh King will be replaced by Saido Berahino up front. Should have made changes when you're defending a corner. But that's what we've done. Hopefully we don't regret that. They've gone short to Rashika, who's just come off the bench. What a player that is to come off the bench. On the Mandeli, inside to Vidal, and a strike is going to hit and bomb. Vidal again. The Hood's there. Can't clear it in time. Jolis, is that onside? It is. Vidal. Oh, you've not won that there at all. And what a save, Jakonski. He didn't know much about it, but he keeps us ahead. We can't get out. 10 minutes to go. A real chance here. Just gets it goalwards. And a good save, Jakonski straight at him. Had to save it and did. It's another corner. May they go short again here. They will. It's Rashika again. And delivered this time from out wide. Uchida is there. Nicholas Hyde's clearance. Luna helps it into Saido Berahino. And the counter-attack to perfection. Back to Luna. Has he got the pace? He hasn't. Really quick from Pineda to get back in there. And Norwich somehow stay in this game. To Hugel again. Headed forward and back out wide. Can they find a cross here? They won't. And Bomb was there. Jefferson Lerma, 2 added on at the end of the game. Albie Stanley does well to find Jacob Luna. On your back, but he's stripped away from him and won't find a purple shirt. But the full-time whistle will go, and we have beaten Norwich to return back to the top of the championship, and that is a statement win from us. We didn't look the best, admittedly, but we have come away with a result, showing that we can do it even when we're not really at it. And against one of the better sides in the Division 2, this is a really promising result. 1-0 win over Norwich. And that will see us top of the table after 14 points picked up. Brentford now into second and Norwich down to third. Coventry up there as well. We've got them next, actually. Oh, well, that maybe has to change my plans here. Maybe we play the Coventry game. Now, let's sim it. We'll trust the sim. But before that, we do have deadline day, and now to unveil the master plan behind our deadline day. We've currently spent nothing, apparently, and profited from £20 million worth of sales. We're now going to go and maybe, possibly, spend some money. Jenk, what are you doing? You might be asking. You might be thinking. Well, there is the issue of this man's contract running out at the end of the season. This is the last chance they're going to get on deadline day to sell Oxlade-Chamberlain before he's available to leave on a free if they don't sort out a contract before January. So I think we can throw a low ball bid in here at Liverpool and try and prize Oxlade-Chamberlain away for a little bit less than his valuation. If we could do that, then we will try and bring in another central midfielder. I know that means that we brought in Lerma for the midfield spot. Oakley Booth's already in there. Chamberlain's more of an attacking option, but I do also believe that Chamberlain can play in the forward position, so it's going to give us an option there for the cover at the moment for Kahinde and possibly Jasper as well. So we're going to offer a transfer fee, and the low ball figure I'm thinking is £9 million. So let's see what Jurgen Klopp has to say about it. Will he give us a chance at signing Oxlade-Chamberlain? They've said 14.8, and he's valued at 14.5. I'm going to counter that and see if we can get him for as cheap as we want. If we don't get him for as cheap as we want, then I might just say, let's not sign him. I don't want to spend 14 million. We want to get him for less. They've said 12. They are coming down. And I like that from Jurgen Klopp. I like that he's willing to negotiate with me. So we'll go ahead and just give him that little bit more. 10 million. Come on. This is the one. He just wants that extra quid. He still wants 12. Okay, we'll counter them with 11, and hopefully that will get accepted. That's the deal. 11 million. Oxlade-Chamberlain could possibly be on the way to the Flowserve Arena. We will now look to negotiate a contract with the Ox. Hopefully he's not going to want too much in the way of wages. He'll come down a little bit to play first team football in the Championship and get a run in the side on the up. We've started the season well, caught the eye of many, and our reputation grows. Will it grow another step further? 88 grand at the minute he's on. We've got the wage budget if he wanted the 88 grand. I don't want to give him that. He's going to ask for a 2-year contract. Crucial first team player. 79 rated. He's going to be dropping out the first team over the length of this contract, I'm sure. We'll disregard the release clause, and he's not going to ask for wages, so I'm just going to offer him a 45 grand a week contract. No, come on, he's 79 rated now. I know he's on 88 grand. We'll offer him 40k. He might get annoyed at me for this, but I'm going to offer him that plus 400k signing. That's 400k in your pocket, Ox. With 40 grand a week to come step down to the Championship level for Newark. And it's an insult, so he still wants big wages, and the Ox will not be joining us. Well, that was very anticlimactic. We've got an offer here from Vitesse for Josh King, a swap deal for a 21-year-old who's 70 rated, a cam. I'm going to reject it. Plus 2 million quid. We're not desperate to move on Josh King. I mean, it looks like a decentish deal. I don't know how good this guy they're offering us is, but could have been tempted, but not for me, not for this season. 2 bids here for 2 of our first teamers. 4.35 million there for Jukonski, and we're going to reject that from Estoril Pratt. And Sessignon we have a bid for as well, who, that's from Royal Antwerp. We're going to reject both of these, I think. We'll accept this from Fleetwood then, and Tyler will have the chance to go out on loan. We've got an offer for Jacob Luna as well. 4.2 million for Jacob Luna. I'm going to reject it. I'm going to keep him at the club this season. He is just 19-year-old, 73 rated. He's a good player, and I'm hoping he can progress this season for us in the Championship. He has the rating on Jasper at the minute, but we'll keep Jasper in there for now. While he's performing the way he is, scoring the winner against Norwich, it's definitely going to be the way to keep his spot in the first team and keep Luna on the bench. But we're not going to be selling him, and I think that means that we're not going to be selling anybody for the rest of this transfer window. We do have a Goodwin offer from Sporting. That's huge, and I would have accepted it if it was earlier in the window. Goodwin will stay for Newark, though, for now. Wheeler has gone out on loan to Fleetwood Town, and we can move towards our next game then against a good start for the season, Coventry. Okay, this might be a mistake. We are going to sim this game against Coventry. We didn't expect them to be so high up in the table when I decided to sim this one. Josh King's away on international duty as well. We'll auto replace it and hope that we can get a result. Keep our good start to the season rolling. It is a 2-1 win as well. Another goal for Jasper after we went behind in this one. And then a bomb with a late winner. A little bit of good news. Return from injury. That's Tosin Kahinde going to be back and in first team training. He's not going to get a game though at home against Forest for this next game. I don't think he is going to possibly just be on the bench to come off if he is fit enough to do so. In fact, he isn't. So we'll leave him there for now. And we'll take on this Forest team with Gale at the back. Hood's going to come in. Sessegnon will play. Oakley Booth and Stanley in the middle. No Nicholas Hyde. It will be, though, Sido Berahino up there with Josh King and Sylvester Jasper. Then here is the Forest team. Cafu is playing for them. Alex Mighton, who was a guy who we've looked at signing, will start against us. So a good chance for us to get a look at him today. And taking on Forest at home. Our first derby game against Nottingham Forest then is a home tie, and we are underway at the Flowserve Arena. Forest in this really weird green and red kit, which apparently Sylvester Jasper's eyes are offended so much that he couldn't even pass the ball straight there, but in the way that's the kit they are wearing today. They look like some sort of sweet. Here's Gale into Jasper. Now Josh King. Back heel into Albie Stanley, who is absolutely smashed from behind here. Josh King keeps possession. Back to Stanley again. And the corner to Oakley Booth, who hit it well, but Samba makes the save. Alex Mighton here is going to be tackled by Oakley Booth. And a bit of room here for Josh King between defenders. Can he keep away from Joe Worrell? He can. He's going to skip past another good block from Worrell. King nods it down to Berahino, and Samba keeps it out. A yellow card for that challenge earlier on Albie Stanley from Mohamed Bayo. Oakley Booth to Albie Stanley. Got a man on his back is Bayo, who cropped him earlier. Albie looking to stay away from it. It's wonderful footwork from Albie Stanley. Jasper into Josh King. Into his right foot, shot is going to be blocked. Bamber will come out and grab it. Bayo, Mighton let that one run to Jayla. Back to Alex Mighton. Bayo. Stanley. To get maybe a little bit of revenge with the challenge, but clean challenge. Sessegnon gets one in himself. Another clean challenge as challenges start to fly in the derby. Stanley into Jasper. Jasper to Oakley Booth. Berahino, now Josh King. Back heel to Tashan Oakley Booth. Now Sylvester Jasper. Good possession football on the edge of the box by us. Oakley Booth. Jasper again. Looking to twist and turn and goes wider with it. Owusu's challenge, but we'll keep the ball through Jasper Hood. And pressure on here. Stanley into the feet of Oakley Booth. Fired into Berahino, whose strike is going to be blocked, and Ojeda can pick the possession up for Forest. He's in trouble though with men around him, and Berahino's nicked it. And now Sessegnon and Josh King surely will open the scoring in the derby in the 40th minute of this game, and it has been coming. We have looked very good there in possession, pressured high when we lost it, and made Ojeda make the mistake. Good hunting down from the boys, and Josh King finds the back of the net and gives us the lead. Ball inside from Sessegnon, touch, look up, and then he just sort of flicked it into the top corner as he turns here. Decent finish. Didn't even need to look. Knows where that top bins is. Bayo for Forest, bringing it over the halfway line. Oh, he's absolutely just done Goodwin and Gale, and a bomb nowhere near, and it's the equaliser for Nottingham Forest. Bayo there just sends Goodwin the wrong way and levels this game. That's a really poor challenge from Sam Goodwin there. As he's hit Bayo, and it's a red card for Sam Goodwin. Well, the captain was struggling with Mohamed Bayo, and now he is off. Slight challenge in the middle of the pitch. The referees deemed it bad enough for a red card, and we are not only level in the game, we now are a man behind. Things have really changed. Sylvester Jasper, though. So with Josh King here, and we'll play it through towards Kingy, and Kingy's going to nick from Worrell and can't quite nick it from Charlton. Ball will roll out for Samba. It's a decent ball through. Mohamed Bayo is looking more and more dangerous, and now Owusu has come forward. It's going to go out wide, and they've got numbers. Dreger's ball, back post is on. It's Alex Mighton who fires it past Jakonski and gives Forest the lead. The man who we have been maybe looking to bring in for the past 2 seasons has fired Forest ahead. 74th minute into the goal scorer Mighton. Yates again. Now Boyo looks to spread the play. Jasper Hood did well to get there, but ball only finds Drager. And Cavallo and Boyo. Would have been another if it wasn't for Jagonski. Out to Archie Pickering. There's Ollie Hunt. Fresh off the bench. And Pickering will get it back again here. There's a chance for him to show what he can do. Archie Pickering down the right-hand side. Ball into the back post. It's absolutely beautiful ball for Sylvester Jasper. And with 10 to go, we are back level. Archie Pickering, what a pick of a ball out from the young winger. Out on loan last season, and he has really progressed. Wonderful work down the right-hand side, showing speed. And this is an absolute beautiful cross. Jasper can't really miss that one. 2 minutes to go. Can we maybe even nick a win here? That's a good ball. Pickering with fresh legs will motor away. Charlton struggling to get back in on him. Pickering, has he got another good cross? It's going to be blocked, and with 2 added on, this might be the last chance of the game. We have a corner. Boyo is now going to be replaced here. With these last few moments, I'd have left him on to defend this corner, but their choice. It's going to be Pickering with the delivery. Back post, it goes towards Gale, headed away. Jada will meet it, and Bomber's got to race out there to try and nick it back for us. Not going to do so, but that's a pass back to the keeper, and Samba gives the Drager. It's going to be enough for the final whistle. A 2-2 draw against Forest. A red card to Sam Goodwin. And points dropped at home, but it's not a defeat to our rivals, despite how we played in the first half so well. It then ended up being a salvageable game, despite being down to 10 men. Archie Pickering showing that he can do the business as well. We might have to let him have a few more chances this season. That is going to do it for this episode, though, boys. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one very soon.